from Mohbad's death?
I have some level of understanding of the case. The problem is the Nigerian police refused to be thorough.
Oh wow, how?
Yes, on the case of Mohbad.
So you think that they didn't do a thorough job, or
No,
they're
they
yet
did
to
not.
do it?
They did not. They investigated, but they choose which of their investigation to be prosecuted. And the fault also in a way goes to the family because they were distracted with DNA properties, so much noise on TikTok instead of focusing on the issues. Mohbad case is not just the death of Mohbad. Mohbad case had to do with bully, harassment, assault.
So now that the court has discharged
With evidences, video evidences.
So
online.
why is the court not holding them responsible?
Because that case wasn't taken to court, obviously.
Oh.
It was not tried.
So it was his death.
It was just his death that was the focus. But that's wrong. The young man suffered assault, harassment, bully before he died. And this that Mohbad suffered still goes on in that industry. And if you are going to stop it, if you are going to put an end to it, you must try it. Because for some of us that understand how people leave this world, some people die before their time. You have started taking the life of that young man, Mohbad, even before he finally died. Now, possibility that Naira Marley and Larry might not have direct, interest or physical interest in the death itself or what caused his death.
Physical connection.
Yes, but that assault should have been tried, but obviously it was not.
Why do you think the assault is not tried? Why do you think his father isn't taking the case of assault to court?
So I think what will make Sam Larry to be after Naira Marley, to be after Mohbad, obviously it's not because of his fun, because Mohbad actually took a petition to Alagbon, and instead of them attending to that petition, it was the petition of Sam Larry that they attended to.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a carry petition go against you.
Yes.
Now your own way you can't counter
yes.
Nine they take.
Yes. So there's something that they refuse to bring to the public.
But wait. I want
There's
to understand.
something, obviously.
Is it that there are powers that be that is involved, or maybe Naira Marley and Sam Larry are just a bit powerful? Could it be?
There are powers that be involved. You can't be. Nobody's as powerful than the system. It has to be somebody that can engineer the system that will help you out. Why was the assault not tried? Because that was the genesis of his problem. That was the main thing that came into light after his death. Why was it not tried? There was an NDLA issue. There were so many issues. But the police actually questioned everybody, investigated, but they choose the case that they will try.
Wow.
It's sad.
All right, sad. All right, Lagos, let's run you through on the hot topics that we have tonight. Interesting. For those people who said, hey, the cable network subscribers have increased their bill. Don't worry. Fccpc have come to your rescue because they have now summoned the multi-choice and the owners of DSTV and GoTV over their recent price hike. So don't worry. They say what goes up must come down. Let's see how far FCC pick up. Why are you laughing? You don't have faith. Even a little like mustard seed. Hey, crude sale in naira reducing forex risk, supporting local currency. Tinubu says so. So in case you're wondering why our dollar, our naira has been a bit stable, this is the result. Because we're not selling crude a bit in naira, especially to local refineries. It is the reason why it is not because we spent 8 billion naira $8 billion to Memisoke, the naira. All right. Moving on to other conversations. I kind of picked interest in this conversation because of a particular reason. Now, it said out of school children, Abia to arrest pupils, punish parents over truancy. But we have free education there.
I didn't get that.
Out of school children, Abia to arrest pupils, punish parents over truancy.
So you want to arrest the pupils out of school and punish the parents?
Now, would they come? Go reach the case because it's important.
Abia State government.
Abia State government. It's important. Let's see how we can attend to that. But moving on to other conversations, there's an exclusive story here about from Sahara Reporters, by the way, about how Nigerian Police Service Commission orders Enugu anti-kidnapping squad to transport seized vehicle to Abuja amid 62 million naira extortion allegation.
It's It's so serious.
Meanwhile, let's go to Osun State. APC said I should tell PDP that see this election they held in the weekend, there is waste of time. So PDP people are hearing me. I said I should come and deliver the message to you people. Moving on again. Lagos Assembly Speaker Miranda may step down as a Conde panel shortlist 7.
I saw the news.
What is going on here? Okay, let's move further. The speaker of how many days?
Brother, a month. Is it up to a month? Because she has not even been made to sit properly.
All right. I have never discussed running for president in 2031. NSC Nuhuri Badu. Don't tell me what you think. Let's move on. And then military advises villagers on bandits leader Turju Bello's 25 million levy. Remember? Okay. We're getting back. Just to let you know that Obasanjo Kenyatta disaligned to lead Democratic Republic of Congo peace process. I'm interested in what's happening in DR Congo because, for obvious reasons. Yeah. So I thought we should also look at that conversation. That's about it. But let's begin with this FCCPC case because I like to start with the good news. I like to, give hope, renewed hope. When I give people renewed hope, they have strength to deal with the rest of the stories that I have for the show. So, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Council has summoned MultiChoice Nigeria, the operator of DSTV and GoTV, to explain its planned subscription price increase set to take effect on March 1, 2025. Now, in a statement on today, Tuesday, FCCPC's Director of Corporate Affairs, Ondaje Ijagu, said the regulator had ordered MultiChoice's chief executive officer to appear at its headquarters on February 27. That is tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow be 27. No, next tomorrow, not Friday. Yeah. And the next tomorrow, Thursday. Friday, tomorrow is Wednesday. So Friday is the end of the month. I won't forget that day. I won't forget. You know why? Yeah, I know why. For an investigative hearing. Now, the summons comes after the pay TV announced on Monday a 21% increase in the subscription of its DSTV compact package, raising the price from 15,700 to 19,000 naira only, among other adjustments in prices. Ayo, let me not just bore you with the rhetorics. Yeah. How do you see this case going? Understanding the fact that even this one company, they don't reach our Senate before. They go. At the end of the day, nothing come out from it. No, so do you see FCCPC uses strong hand now to handle people? And then people would also want to ask, what justification would the federal government have to ask private business owners not to increase prices when the price of rendering services have increased, basically because of the economy? In fact, even government's own establishment have also increased their services. Example is the toll gate that you pass here along Airport Road. Before this, it was in 100 naira, from 100 to 200. Now 300 for small cars and 500 for SUVs. And what service are they even giving God bless you. For a government-owned establishment, too. I mean, if we wanted to cushion effect of subsidy, should government establishment not be the one to at least ensure that they remain their prices or retain them, or even reduce their prices? So, considering all of these and more, do you see MultiChoice succumbing to?
I will not want Nigerians to, for people like us, always like people to go to the root cause. So don't tell them yes, no. When we speak about a nationalized society in which you have your own, people feel that you are speaking too much. The first problem is the fact that we don't have our own cables. We don't have our own media own houses. All these companies are foreign.
Yes, very foreign.
That is the problem.
But is that a problem? But wait, so this particular company has been asked over and over again to give us pay-as-you-go subscription, right? Yeah, like you pay per view subscription.
Business people, so if it doesn't pay them, they won't do it.
But people are saying that even in South Africa, some of them also have pay per view. But why is it difficult to effect that in Nigeria?
It is their
and then why is our government quiet? Are they not there to ensure that they make rules?
So that's the first problem. You don't have your own. Second, when they are now coming in, the best time to negotiate properly for your people is at the inception. At the inception, these people do not negotiate for the people. They just negotiate for their pocket. So, okay, you want to come in, okay, how much will you give us? Settle us. So they finish settling you. You now expect that when they are settled, they will go and be working for the people. No, it's profit. So any negotiation after the inception almost never result to anything positive. So me personally, I'm not expecting anything positive. Like you have said, they have gone before. It's going to be dilly-dally. At the end of the day, they'll just remove small and hence there. Nothing special will come out.
So you think that FCCPC is just wasting our money?
Yeah, they're just doing drama now.
So let's look at what the federal government have said about the introduction of the sale of crude oil in naira and how it strategically helped to weigh in on reducing the FX, the foreign. The foreign exchange stabilize the naira more like it. Reduce. I was trying to say to reduce the dollar against the naira. So what do you say about that?
So one thing we hate as people that monitor economics is that the government always like deceiving the people. What we do is still what we have been doing. We are using money to reduce or to stabilize our money. That's what we are doing. It's not because of the crude oil and all that. No.
So you're saying that it is not because we're selling crude oil in naira now to some people that there is now less pressure on our naira?
No, that's not the reason. Obviously, there are two news presently now. There's one that $8 billion was used
to hedge. To hold on, to push it.
Don't move.
Make you know.
Don't move. It's not that stable. At least stay there.
Just hold on.
Stay there.
So if you look at from somewhere December and January, be like say dollar don't just.
Yeah,
the two move.
You stay in there.
They move by side. They move. They go front, but just they move by side.
Just to wedge it. So that is what is happening. So and why do you want to deceive your people? You don't do that as a government. You have to come clean. Let's know why, where we are going to, and why we are here. But no. The deceit must continue because they want to continue to live that life that we are saying they can't be living as a government that they are saying the people should manage. The life, living large.
Wait. You think we're living a life before?
No. They are living large.
Oh, they are living large. Okay,
they are living large.
They
are not ready to reduce anything for themselves. They are not ready to subsidize anything for the government. Remember, like 62 generals wanted to go to Canada. You wonder what they are going to do there. And those are just generals. So imagine what the people that are executives are doing. So basically that is what happened. If you are going to do proper statistics of your economy, you are going to break it down properly. Not just giving us fabrication. That word using what you have sold, we are now selling to local people is a general statement. If you are selling to local, let's know how many local people did you sell to? What was the profit and interest from this? Break it down. What are you hiding for the people? But what we can see is that this is $8 billion that is wedging things. Nothing much. That's what we can see.
But wait, so far
the general statement has not done anything.
So far we've been told about 2 of our refineries are working. That is the one of the Port Harcourt refineries and the Warri refinery. We don't want to bother about the Kaduna refinery because that one, Kokoma know that one cannot refine our crude oil. We have to import the kind of crude oil that can refine. I hope Nigerians know that Kaduna refinery cannot refine our crude oil. But with these 2 crude oils that we are refining, how come we're still importing about 25 million liters of crude oil every day?
Because there's still no sincerity in the refinery that they say is working.
We've not talked about Dangote. Dangote said he can produce what we need every day. If it's 65 million barrels we need, he said he can produce it. But why do we still is it for the fear of monopoly?
No. See, what is happening is still business. Now, refineries work based on the branches. A refinery can be working 50%. 40%, 30%, meaning it's not every area that works. So maybe you produce to this level, you can't complete it, you still have to take it to go and do that completion. There is still no sincerity about the level of those refineries, the level that in which they are working. There's still no sincerity. There have been different news. 60%, 70%, you can do this, you cannot do that. There's still no. So you don't really actually know what your refinery is producing every year. You don't know. No Nigerians have that fact. So when you are living, you are doing it based on speculation. We cannot calculate and say, okay, if this refinery is this so number of barrels, why don't we have this? Why are we doing this? We continue to do the guesswork. Those refineries, I can bet you, are not 100% completion. That is the truth. They are not. Why? Because these people still feel the need to open some places for some business people. It's all business. It's all business. And what are the business people? The importers. The people that prefer that this crude oil goes out to be refined and they buy it back. It pays them. So there's still no sincerity on the part of government. If there's sincerity, if it's one refinery that is working, and we know this refinery that is working, this normal barrels it can produce in a day, in week, in month. We can calculate it to what is needed from the people, by the people. And we continue to say, okay, when will this one now be working? But there's no sincerity on the part of the government. There was noise about the refinery about 3-4 months ago. In a way, it has died down. Nobody really talking about it again. So that is where the problem is.
Okay. All right, let's move quickly to other conversations. So I hate to talk about this, but it just, it irks me based on the level of corruption generally in our country. And that's the reason why I thought to bring this to the fore. So the Nigerian Service Commission, PSC, has directed the Enugu Anti-Kidnapping Squad to transport to Abuja the Toyota Hilux vehicle seized from a businessman, Mr. Oluagu. Oluagu. You get the name? Yoruba Igbo.
The name is Yoruba Igbo. Oluagu. I wish I saw it. Maybe I was able to pronounce it.
Who was allegedly extorted of 62 million naira following his unlawful abduction and detention by Nigerian police. Now, this is according to an exclusive from Sahara Reporters.
Yeah.
As it learns that the directive was issued by a panel investigating the actions of the police unit, including the Commissioner of Police, CP Kamaya Uzibu, during the interviews with his officers involved. Former Commissioner of Police, CP Sule Balarabe, has been appointed to lead the investigation. In fact, this is so it's crazy. How can somebody be unlawfully detained, abducted, and then siphoned up to the tune of 62 million naira and all of those issues? I don't want to believe. So people would want to believe that these things only happen in movies and not in reality. And I mean, not from the very first law enforcement agency in Nigeria. Like, now this is the first point of law enforcement that you okay. It be like say law enforcement a big grammar. That is, if you want to make sure say law they work for Nigeria, the first people who go make that law start to work. Now them they can't finger there and say they say vuru did their hand. It's just not a bit embarrassing to the country. I'd like to take a reaction.
It's embarrassing, but
this story is anything to go by the way.
You're sure. If any Nigeria is doubting it, wow. Last year alone, FIJ alone recovered millions. Only FIJ, Foundation of Journalism, millions from the police for Nigeria. That's FIJ alone. Not talk about what movement like Take It Back movement, Sahara Reporters also do, and other people generally. The first people to rob citizens in this country is the Nigerian police. Do you know why?
Why?
If you are not driving a car, FRSC have no business stopping you. An FRSC officer is going, you are going. You have no business with them. Same thing with last man. You can be going, you're go. Every other agency, via you, something is attached. But you see, a policeman has a right to arrest you, to question you, to stop you, because they are supposed to be the officer of the law.
Yes.
But you see, they use that position to rob people. They are the force. People are more afraid of police.
Radio.
I can say it anywhere. People are more afraid of police than armed robbers. Yes. They will use legal terms to rob you. See, it's because of this man issue was exposed. There are many people that they just allow you to go. They threaten them. I will kill you. I will do this. And it is shameful. Now, I'm not going to stop there because I like Nigeria seeing the root cause. The people that are heading this panel regularly, because there have been different issues like this, are they not tired of this miserable life? When you continuously are heading panels to solve problems of police stealing, why don't you sit down and look at the root cause of this problem and solve it? The people that are going to sit in the panel, they're still going to get money from the panel that they are sitting. People are still going to be paid. But there's a root cause to this problem. The Nigerian police is irredeemably corrupt.
Yes. You're accusing the Nigerian police of corruption
can say it
on public radio?
Yes.
Hey.
You cannot solve the corruption by sitting in panel regularly when after someone has been robbed. If you are going to solve this problem, you have to take it from the root cause. The entire police force need to be dismantled. The corruption is high up. Have you read the news of a CP accused of corruption? Have you read the news of even an IG of AIG? It is foundational. Their recruitment is corrupt. Their training is nothing to go by, and you're not even paying them well. So the people that are supposed to protect the life of people are the people even endangering their lives. For me, if I was the former IG or former AIG and you call me to come and lead any panel, I won't answer you. I will ask you, how many panel am I going to lead to investigate issue of corruption against the police? Why don't we solve this problem from the root cause? Nigerians are suffering. Look at the misery, the misery and the terrible state that they have put that man. You arrested him, you harassed him, you detained him, probably tortured him, and still stole 62 billion from him. You know how many business that man have lost in months since he has been in the police? Now they are not taking it to Abuja to investigate. I'm not satisfied or happy or glad with the police by that panel. If the Nigerian police are ready to put an end to this, if any IG is ready to put an end to it, it should dismantle the police on the root cause and rebuild it up. If not, we'll continue in this mess.
All right, so let's move on to other issues very, very quickly. I wanted to remember a lot of things, but I just I don't know if you know the incident of the young man, the young military guy who was killed because they didn't pay 20 million naira ransom on time.
I didn't see that news.
Oh, it's
a military guy.
Yes, a military guy, Nigerian soldier.
Okay,
because there was a delay. Yes, there was a
Wow.
delay in 20 million ransom payment.
Oh, it happens. The news is almost regular. So sometimes you lost track. You lost track of all this news.
All right, so let's get straight to what played out in Osun State over the weekend. Should we talk about that, or we should just talk about this Abia State stuff, right? So the Abia State's Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Goodluck Ubochi, says that from March 1, Abia Education Marshals and Education Task Force will hunt pupils not in school during school hours. Ubochi disclosed this on Tuesday while taking questions from newsmen after a press conference ahead of Abia School's transformation program, launching on the 26th of February tomorrow. Now, he said the theme of the program is Abia First, which stands for fostering innovation and reform for school transformation in the state. He said that pupils not found in school during school hours, like that war against indiscipline kind of thing, would be arrested and used to apprehend their parents, who would be punished for not sending them to school. Now, according to him, the government would enforce school attendance by pupils because it has invested in giving them a better education for free. And another free side, they wait for him. So Ubochi said that the planned transformation of the Abia schools through innovation will begin with 221 out of 1,600 schools.
Okay.
Out of 1,600 schools. Now, the transformation is real, but the journey of 1,000 miles, they say, begins with a step. We went on and on with that. He said under the Alex Oti's administration that the principal and head teachers received impress of 100,000 naira, 80,000 naira monthly. I just define when they say this school matter now for free. But how possible is it for this to be affected if the school were not free? Even if they say pay stipend of 500 naira, families could defend themselves that they don't have the 500 naira. Do you see this being implemented and successfully too?
Okay, so first of all, I want to challenge the tone of that government representative saying they will hunt. Don't hunt people. They are not animals. And after hunting, you now use them to arrest their parents. But that tone is wrong, and they should rephrase. While we are happy that a government is interested in making sure students and children are not on the street during school hours, they should be more strategic with the process. And how do you do that? First is how many schools are existing in Abia? How many children are in Abia? Do your calculation. Can the number of schools you have built be able to cater for a number of children in Abia? First. Two, are the schools free?
That is the most important part.
Are they free?
The reason I am saying this is because Ayo, families are suffering.
Yes.
There are families that don't even know what their life would be like after this night.
No.
In terms of what they would eat,
Yes.
where they'll put their roof, the roof over their head,
yes.
clothing or anything.
With this rain that has even started.
In fact, there are people who have severe health issues. They are not even thinking of medication anymore.
Yes.
So the reason why I'm asking this is, do you enforce or be putting a law when it is really free? And then do you also make food available for these children? I be picking when no sleep. When no chop sleep, then when no chop go school, now go sit down, come day school, go faint. I am not saying that it is in the government's position to provide all of these, but there are things that that when you've given it for free, you can brag and say that.
In the 60s,
according to the Millennium Development, the SDG goals on call. Is it not supposed? I mean, should we not have the first level of the primary education?
Yes,
which is now the 12 that the government is advocating for free.
Yes, it should be free. So if you have done all those things, now you have to strategically take them away from the streets. And how do you do that? Yes, announce that all children should be in school. Let their parents know that their children must be in school. And during school hours, you now have to go into the streets and look at those that are not in school. Ask them questions. Interview them. Why are you not in school? Take them to school. See their parents. Know what their problem is. Those are the way the government, like he said, a journey of 1,000 steps between with 1,000 might be one step. The step is not haunting people and marshals. Before you know that, you see news of marshal flogging children. Before you know in the street, no, we don't want that. Ordinary COVID-19 to make sure people sit at home, police were beating people. That's how terrible we are with using the law in Lagos.
But on the other hand, people would also say that this is a good way to encourage people to get back to school.
Oh yeah, it is, but don't use the word hunt. Don't use the word you use them to arrest their parents. You have to do it strategically.
I wish
your
we
calculation correct? Is it free? After you have done that, then now go into the street and look for these children and get them out of the street.
I really do wish
there
that
should be incentive to take them to school. Don't hunt them like animals.
All right, so I really do wish that we can. Perhaps I'll just try to get through to a representative of the state government to find out more details. But let's go to the Osun State election. There was a local government election in Osun State.
A local government.
Oh, yeah, that's a good pair.
Philippines swept. They swept. That's the word they say. Sweep.
Amid contention of sitting APC,
yes,
local government executives. So please tell me. And now APC is telling them that people just wasted Osun State money. Why? Because that election, you need to go anywhere. Please tell us.
The question I will first ask is: to us, there was no election in Osun State. Obviously, that was not an election. Even some of our representatives they reacted to it. But I want to ask: is it that we don't have lawmakers in this country? Is it that we don't have a judiciary that is working? Why is thuggery everywhere? If you are going to see statements from Osun State, you hear the DSS did this, the DSS did that on top local government election. If you are going to see statements, you hear that a thug of APC, a thug of PDP, thugs, DSS, and police are the ones that have taken over the process of an election before and after. The House of Assembly in Osun State is dead. They are not doing anything. The judiciary is looking. The government have almost even lost control. Today, it tells them to resume. Tomorrow, it says they should not resume. It falls to the fact that the APC government at the national level and including the PDP have no interest in democratic process. And it is a shame. And I will tell them that they should quickly solve the problem of Osun as it keeps on escalating. Before election, already 10 people died. Now, they are trying to resume. We don't know how many people will go. The people had to stay back in their house at Ilesha South because of the number of gunshots. That means the police did not even meet enough people. Because the way these people shoot, they shoot also to let you know that we are loaded here, don't come. So it's because people even stayed back in their house. That's why some people did not die. More people will have died. So, and the president has not said anything.
Yeah, but remember that before this incident even happened, the governor actually raised an alarm.
Yes, he did.
The day before and said, President, please call your cousin.
Oh, yes.
And tell him, your nephew, tell him, because we hear that he is saying that it's going to cause trouble the next day. And truly, there was trouble the next day.
Enough trouble.
Why do you think do you think the presidency actually deserves to respond to that, or he shouldn't? Not? Considering that some people are saying that it's also part of his home state.
If the commander-in-chief of a state, the chief security officer of a state, raises alarm, that means obviously he's no longer in charge of the situation. That does not mean he doesn't have his own faults. obviously doesn't have his own bias too, but obviously is no longer in charge of the situation. What is your duty as a national president? Bola Ahmed Tinubu remains, whether some of us like it or not, is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of this entire nation. He has the federal agencies to control. What you should have done? I will be a leader. I will be a president in the country. And one of my governors will tell me that I'm suspecting breakouts in a state. I will stand up and make sure it does not happen. That's how you protect your people. But these guys don't care about the death of any Nigerian, whether big or small, whether it's large number. It's nonchalant, no response, nothing. And it happened. And the problem is still happening. The reason is because these guys do not care about democratic process. Look at the process in which Bola Ahmed Tinubu even became president. Were there not a lot of riffy-raffy, snatch, grab it and all that? Were there a lot of overnight result cancellation and result announcements?
Like 4 a.m.?
Oh, yes. So
is there anything wrong with that?
It's very wrong. It's very wrong. Was there another beavers not working and beavers stopping because of that? After you have promised us that beavers will work and they went back to using Excel to reason. So these guys do not respect democracy. They don't even want you to be respected. So how will they respect the life of citizens?
All right, so let's get straight to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Lagos State and his Lagos State House of Assembly. And there seems to be a lot happening there as the speakership crisis is still rocking the House of Assembly, and that it might even be resolved soon. That's the gossip, as the intervention of heavyweights in the All Progressives Congress may, be leading to a headway. Now, the impeached speaker, Mudashiru Obasa, and the current speaker, Mojisola Meranda, might be stepping aside for another lawmaker to lead the House. Plenty Matade, the development follows the intervention of the APC bigwigs, notably former governors of Osun, Ogun, and Lagos states, namely Chief Bisi Akonde, Segun Oshoba, and Akinwumi Ambode, respectively, among others. Akinwumi Ambode, yes. The high-powered APC delegation was directed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the source said, to resolve the political tension as the Lagos Assembly following the inability of the Governance Advisory Council to find solution. Now, we've been hearing plenty news, we did even hear that the governor, in fact, they said that we did hear that the Governor Advisory Council are divided. Some are for, some are, so you have the people in support of Mudashiru Obasa, you have, that is gossip, But there's something steaming that we also did hear. There is a Lagos mantra trending where people are saying that why do you want Miranda to go? She is a true daughter of Lagos. In fact, somebody said that it's Obasa from Lagos State. People say that he's from Akpabio. Is he from Lagos State? Why is his original state? Is he from Lagos State?
He's not even from Lagos. Is he from Lagos? In Osun State.
Your life on radio. They arrest you. Would you be able to say?
Come and arrest. He's from Osun State.
So, as we're saying, so we hear that some caucus of this House of Assembly members are now agitating for higher number of core Lagosians in their House of Assembly. Because according to some of the gossips we heard that, after all, a Lagos indigene cannot go to Ogun State and contest election and win. And they even allow him contest. Neither can a Lagos indigene go to Osun, Ekiti, or any other Yoruba state. So why is everybody coming here and contesting and even in fact, imposing themselves and in fact running the deal? So what do you see this caucus now put together by the president, according to this statement, this report by Punch newspapers, being able to at least smoothing this issue and resolve it?
What I will start by telling Lagosians to stop voting boy.
What you mean boy again?
People that are just answerable to somebody, that they don't understand what leadership is. Where is Babaji Sanwo-Olu in all this? Where is he?
He's the governor of the state now.
He doesn't look like he's the governor.
Why?
Where is he in all this? He's not in charge. It's one GAC somewhere or somebody from federal Tinubu that is dictating how things are going. The governor is not in charge. He cannot do anything. I will be governor in my state and things will be going on like this. These guys don't understand leadership. They don't even know how to use power properly because they don't have the interest of the people at heart. Because everybody has one Baba Isale that he has to obey. That's what's good. Speaker in the house. That a simple law could be obeyed to settle it. These guys are distracting us. I want to plead with them that they should solve their internal APC problem and let Lagos move forward. We have a local government election to do.
Wait, you think that this is derailing the growth of or development of Lagos State?
It is.
How?
The speakers in the house are not doing anything for the people, even though they don't do before anyway. But presently, they are not even doing anything. They are not passing any law to make the life of people better. Presently, as we speak, Lagos are crying of the high rate in which rent is just increasing day by day.
Hell, have you tried house rent? Average salary in
All of
Lagos
us will
maybe
pack
like
and start sleeping on the road.
maybe like 100,000 naira. But if you want to get one small studio house like this, they'll tell you 1.5 million.
Yes.
You might be calculating that your 100,000 times 12 months. How can I rent?
How can I rent?
this
And who
place?
can manage all these things? The House of Assembly. They are the one that can pass law to manage everybody. They are the one that can pass law to checkmate everybody, the executive, everybody. But
do you not
fighting about
But do you
Merida
think that this
and,
is actually resolvable? By the way, speaking about being resolvable, I think I saw something. I came across something about a land house tenants agreement bill that was passed today, that passed the second reading today in Enugu State, where they said that some of the things content of that bill is the fact that for you to be an agent, you must be registered, and that agency fee must not exceed 10%. So it must be 10% below
from the rent.
below. And then they also said that no more anything like with caution fee.
Yeah, for what?
That caution fee is abolished.
What is caution fee?
And the Shah said, so many other things that the Enugu State bill. And I was like, House of Assembly raise this kind of issue. But speaking about Lagos State, do you think it is possible for politicians to raise bills like this, considering that most of them may also own houses and where they enjoy these bills themselves?
And so that is
that these days even landlords also take agency fee. As you understand? Go ahead.
They are the one that the agents are at the same time they are the landlord. It is possible. The people just have to elect the right people. Presently, as we speak, we don't have right people in power. That's why we are suffering. If you have met parliamentarians from other countries, if you see the passion that they have for their people, you will know that they are not there to joke. These ones, go and listen to them. They're not. When I was watching when the speaker finished, the Miranda lady, and I said, Madam Speaker, I was just look at these people. There is no passion, there's no mission, there's no purpose for the people. That's why we are suffering. If not, every of the problem of Lagosians, that is where it should be handled. When there's a problem in your constituency, you come out to the front and say, this problem, and I propose this bill to solve the problem. You propose the bill, it's sent to the executive, and they implement it, they send it back to you to approve what that budget is used to implement, and the people are enjoying their lives. But we don't have that. We don't have people that are representative. That's why we are suffering this much. If not, it's not a difficult thing. There's so much suffering in Lagos, from waste problem to rent problem to road to housing to school. Yeah, these are the problems that the lawmakers should be solving. But they are not doing it. They are confusing us with Opasa and simple issues, and they have made it like it's so important that every Lagosian have to focus on what the GAC is. I'm not concerned about those people. Honestly speaking.
All right, so let's get straight to security issues, as the defense headquarters have urged villagers in Sokoto State to disregard the 25 million naira levy imposed by notorious bandit kingpin Bello, assuring them of military protection. Now, the Chief of Defense Operation, Major General Emeka Onumajuru, made this declaration on Monday when he was on Channels Television. He had quite a lot to say. I was hoping that I could get excerpt of that conversation so that I can play it for Nigerians to hear. Yeah. And in fact, just today too, this Army Chief, or the Chief of Army Staff, also stated that as a matter of fact that terrorists won't have breathing space in Nigeria. Amen. Because I do remember the question that was posed to the Chief of Army Staff, and the question was centered around the activities of Bello and why it's become a bit difficult to apprehend him, and the back and forth. And he did say that, well, there's no back and forth with Bello or any sort of thing like that, that they know where he is, they're tracking him, and they would get him. So, like, many do wonder that why is it possible to track people who actually do less? You speak about the governor, you speak about the son of the president or anybody, you'll be apprehended before, no matter where you hide. But why has it been difficult for us to nip insecurity in the bud?
I'll be very straight with you. That insecurity flourish in any country when the government is involved. Yes.
Oh, that's in the Abacha said.
I'm very straight with you. You cannot survive in a country. Somebody will not be killing somebody at your backyard and you'll be looking now. You are not the government, nothing concerned. You will open your mouth and you will talk. If people are not quiet or silent, it's because the people that are doing this in the highest level have informants in the government, either as executives or as security agencies by themselves. That is why they are flourishing. Also, insecurity flourish because the government itself is not ready to come clean on the issues. Are they saying that they don't know who is funding terrorism and Boko Haram in this country? As the UAE not sent lists in the past?
But that was to President Muhammad Buhari.
Oh, who are those people? Did they expose them to us? Did they open the investigation? That kind of investigation should be made a national investigation. You catch these people, you trace his account, you follow the money. It was not done. Everything was wishy-washy and covered up, and we are now living on empty promises. Today the military will come. Don't worry, we assure you. The assurance is never there. Don't worry. Now I'm just pitying these people that have been assured again that they should. When I first heard your statement when you said they should disregard, I said, disregard is not a solution. You know, I said they will give them military protection. Amen to that. I hope they do that, because this has been stated many times and never done. You cannot curb insecurity just by shooting your way into it. You curb insecurity with proper intelligence and using the intelligence properly and not covering up those intelligence and playing politics with it. You curb insecurity by solving the economic problem, which are the major insecurity issues, and you curb insecurity by making sure those that are carrying out these acts are properly punished according to the law. Why are we doing amnesty? Is there amnesty we call it now for terrorists?
Yes, now it's amnesty now.
Why?
Is that we're reintegrating them?
After you have killed, they have killed
In
people.
fact, we even spend money to teach them work.
After they have killed, sometimes you even put them in the army. I remember the spokesman of the military was saying there was this group when they first started. They were nice, they were gentle.
Look around
all of a sudden, why should you say that? What is the meaning of nice? Who is entitled to have weapons, to be carrying weapons? Nobody should be entitled to be carrying. Nigeria is not US. That weapon is a right. You don't have that right. So people are carrying weapons. You say they are nice. They are good people. All of a sudden you say they change. They are not approaching the insecurity problem in Nigeria with the intention to end it. They are approaching it with the intention to continue to collect money based on insecurity, just like the period of Buratai, where they were just sharing money. They are also approaching it to play politics with the life of the citizens. They are also approaching it based on resource control. Go and check those places that they are getting attack. There are resources there that they want to mine. Many of those people get decamped from their village, from their settlement, and after they have gone, you see that there will be peace in those places. There's no sincerity in the part of the government. They are not fighting insecurity. They are just joking around with it and joking with people's lives. That's the sad part.
Now that you mentioned, insecurity and natural resources and all that, takes us to DR Congo. People are dead. Over 7,000 people have died between January and now in DR Congo. It is crazy.
This has been happening for years.
The war is unending in DR Congo, and you have lots of aids and relief people and agencies.
Aid is business.
Yeah. So what is going to, this just reminds me of some stories about. You remember a helicopter that you saw bringing something for terrorists and all that? There was that helicopter was made viral. What is happening in Africa? Yeah. The reason I'm saying this is because is it that Africans were not seeing beyond our nose? What is really the problem? How do we allow the gifts and blessings that the land has given to us to be our greatest curse that would also eat its people back?
The problem in Africa is that Africa is not united, and it's sad. Look at the way the Europeans conquered the world. They united. They sat down in 1861 and they shared the entire continent, and they supported themselves to capture it. Africa, we are not united. We are not. We are just enjoying and playing politics with the West. And what's happening in Congo is simply resource. So the West are basically just invested in tapping that land is so rich, and they have been doing it for years. And the only way they can continue to do it is when that place is not stable.
Okay, so the thing is that there's also this there's also allegation of insiders, of course, being part of this,
Oh, yes.
and the interference or perhaps a bit of influence of the Rwandan president. And people are saying, oh, because it's a Husi Tutsi thing, and because his tribe, there's a part of his tribe in DR Congo,
Yes.
so he just tilts a bit towards them and has also helped to encourage that and all that. But should we, no matter the country or our race or ethnicity, rather the country we're from or ethnicity, should we in any way, encourage anything that destroys our own people? Should the example of Syria and Muammar Gaddafi not be an eye opener to Africans?
It's an eye opener to Africans.
Because Syria is worse for it right now.
Oh yes.
Even though they thought Gaddafi was everything bad in the world. But
No, what happened in Syria? It was Obama. It was Obama. Gaddafi was been there for years, but despite that, he was taking care of his people. The reason why they took out Gaddafi is simply Libya. It's simply because Libya was taking over their nation, and they were moving towards total independence from the West. And Gaddafi was even already talking about an Africa United currency. So Gaddafi's death was not in any way related to the fact that he has been ruling for 42 years. It was the fact that they wanted him out for the progress of the United States of America. It's the same thing that is going on. You see, all those people, all those insiders with weapons and all that, they are all sponsored by the West. They are all sponsored by the West. Nothing special. It's for the West to just be in control. So they arm this terror group. They arm this so-called, some people call themselves rebel group. They arm everybody to continue to fight. And how can this problem be solved? This problem cannot be solved when Africans realize that they need to unite. And it's a shame on Nigeria. That's supposed to be a giant of Africa solving this problem. But the giant of Africa is also controlled by the West. Yes, now.
How is Nigeria controlled by the West?
Don't you see your president going far? Don't you see him going?
What do you mean by far, sir?
Is he not going flying up and down? How many times has he gone to the incident? Will somebody die in Los Angeles? Do you see what Trump did immediately he became president? The fire accident that happened in Los Angeles?
Yes.
You see how he sat down? Because their people is forced. How many people have died in Nigeria that nobody did not move an inch? But he has gone to France. He has gone to Germany. He has gone to Spain. He has gone to India. So they are basically just going to beg and come back. Going to beg and they call it investors. No, it's begging. Just going to beg and please bring your money. That's what he's doing. So a Nigeria is supposed to be giant of Africa that is controlled by the West. How can he intervene properly in the issue in Congo?
But let's going back to our natural resources. How is it that Africa has the world's largest I don't want to say mineral resources, the world's largest raw material,
Yes.
as it were.
Yes.
But we have the least factories in the world.
Intention.
How is it that we have people come take our raw materials, go refined, then bring back to us and import back to us,
Our own resources.
and then sell it more expensive to us?
Yes.
It's something that baffles me or beats my imagination. Is it that our leaders do not know, or are we bereft of the imagination or the ideas to build good factories that can produce or refine these natural resources? I like to take an example of what the First Lady of Sierra Leone said at a point where she was mentioning the level of Western interruption in the country, how large deposits of mineral resources are being milked in the country, and that these Westerners are not even paying tax. The tax they're paying is 0.01%.
Yes, so small.
At the end, it's so small. And they're cutting away these natural resources at little or no cost.
They are paid nothing.
At little or no cost.
Just pay one senator, they are fine.
And they're fine. And they're moving on. And then it's just like that. I went to the same Osun State where they're having election. If you see what gold mining is doing to Osun State rivers, the aquatic life in Osun State is almost gone.
The people that are allowing those things to happen, the Obas.
So the aquatic life in Osun State is the only fish that can survive in an Osun River is only catfish. Maybe say catfish get 9 lives. Go life die because there is no the entire river just
and the people
looks like
are not benefiting from it.
That is the problem. So who are these mining in those sites in Osun State, for instance? Who are those mining around that has destroyed their river? And why is it impossible? Since the federal government has the waters, I didn't in charge of water. Why has it become impossible to stop this?
You can't stop what you sanctioned. How can they stop?
Oh, you mean the government sanctioned this?
Yes, people that are doing these things are in government. You can't stop. See, and I want to explain something to Nigerians so that we understand the state of the people that are ruling you, so that we begin to start teaching our children. The people in power have, I will not call it brainwashed, they have been re-engineered into never, I'm going to use that word very seriously, never interested in developing their country. In fact, they have been re-engineered to the point that they do not even think it is possible. They don't think those natural resources, you can build your factories and make your own money side by side. So, what have they been re-engineered into? They have been re-engineered into using the West to come and mine, using the West to come and invest. They have been re-engineered into collecting loan. They feel that they need to serve the West forever and ever. They don't have any idea upstairs. Look at Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso have discovered oil already. Burkina Faso sent France away, started mining their gold by themselves. They have started settling their debt by themselves.
Have you seen the economy lately?
Yes.
Even Niger back at the end, you know how bad the economy was before.
And do you know what? All these things we're talking about is in the space of 3 years, 4 years.
That of Niger is not up to 3 years.
It's not even up to. It's not even up to. You know, so, and why? Look at those people that are there. They are young people, 35, 36, 42. But you see all these guys, it's not because of age. It's because of the kind of political system that they have engaged in. Anybody that have been in the political system of Nigeria from the 60s, 70s, 80s, they can never do anything new again. No, how?
Why?
They have on it is the social adjustment program Babangida brought. The same thing that Osun just started. What is this program? It's the program that gave you the fact that you need to stop growing your resources, you need to stop free education, you need to stop free healthcare. All you need to do is to allow privatization to take place. So we come and invest. Don't worry, we will invest. We'll bring in money and we give you your cut. Don't worry, your people will survive. Tax them more. That is what they are doing. They are not ready to do the work of working on our resources. Do you know resources we have in this country? The bitumen in Ondo alone, they have not tapped it. And very soon, it will be useless. Because the world is moving. It's moving away from those things. Very soon, oil will be useless because the world is moving to AI. The world is moving to electricity. You don't even need oil for renewable energy. Fossil fuel and the rest, it's becoming used there. Something we should have used for 60 years and benefited from. You understand? So we now need to start teaching these our children that are growing up that if we are going to, it's still possible. Well, some people are crazy, the world come to an end, but it has not come to an end. Some of us will still be here for years. It's possible to get Africa back. As some African countries have started getting themselves back, like North Korea got themselves back. In the 50s, Nigeria was greater than North Korea. Nigeria was greater than India. Go and look at what those people are doing now after 60 years. Nigeria, Africa can get themselves back, but it has to be visionary leadership.
Well, speaking about Africa, yes. The United States government excludes almost all African countries, including the UK, from its visa-free entry in 2025.
Well,
so what could you?
Trump is Trump, and it is trumping on anybody it feels like.
UK has been one of the greatest allies to the US.
Yes.
So,
there's something.
why?
There's something. They have this. They are underground.
Even though, it remains there. There are some specific eligible, conditions that they also allow.
Yeah, there'll be conditions.
But
for me, a country that wants to work, that shouldn't bother you.
Will take decisions.
That shouldn't bother you. If you make yourself great, if you make yourself unique, they'll be looking for you. Trump knows that even with those sanctions, there are some Nigerians that will still be able to come in, that they need them. Even with those sanctions, they know. Yeah. And it's those people that they need, that they want. They don't want crowd. But if we make ourselves great, when we are developing our resources by ourselves, when we are growing our natural resources by ourselves, our agriculture is working, our mineral resources is working, our industries is working, our investment is up to standard. You don't need to be looking for any visa to go anywhere now. You don't need it. But it's because of our healthcare is not good. Those generals, those politicians, they know that they can die if they don't travel and go and do their treatment. Some of them, their doctor is in the UK, is in the US. They have appointments in another time. So they want all those things, not because of anything special. They want all those things to be free. But if I'm the president and I hear that the sanction, no problem. Nigeria has enough resources to be better than any country in the world. Every state in this country can be independent.
Yes.
Every state. But it takes leaders that are visionaries to tap these resources properly.
All right. Okay, so let's get straight to what happened before the floor of the Senate last week. The issue of Natasha Akpoti Odwang and her subsequent reaction. First of all, the Senate unanimously agreed to bring her before the Ethics and Privilege Committee to come speak. In fact, to fix a panel, disciplinary committee. You'd recall that when she was reacting or responding in Brekete Radio about her incident, she did say that she knows that there are plans to suspend her and all those. So could this committee thing be one of those plans? And then secondly, she too don't fire back. She don't say 1.3 billion naira. Say because she said that a particular aide to the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, did make a Facebook write-up speaking on what transpired before the House, where he said that Natasha thinks that the Senate, as it were, is a place where you come and rub pancake and wear transparent dresses too. She says that insults her. It's derogatory. It is provocative, and it's everything that it should be. So, do you see that seeing the light of day? The
whole nation is in chaos from the east to the north to the south. Insecurity everywhere, But look at the Senate. The highest lawmakers in the country. Look at what they are discussing. Are these the people that will make our resources to be able to be?
Are you saying that Natasha shouldn't have caused such a scene or something?
No. Obviously, she needs to stand her ground. I'm just saying that aside. Look at how they have made this so elaborate. Something that should have ended in that place. First of all, you as the Senate president said she should leave and say she's not leaving. Is it at that point that you should be dragging that? Just hold that thought and solve the problem after the sitting of the Senate. But you made it an issue. You are forming her go on seats where there are issues to be, and she stood her ground, and I'm glad she stood her ground.
You recall that even the Senate
Senate I've done it before. So what are they talking about?
He did it during Saraki's Senate.
But to make matters worse is now, would I call it body shaming or sex? There's a word for it. Probably turning out to a sex object as a senator. Even as a woman, you don't do that to a woman. Then she's wearing transparent dresses, Pancake. What sort of statement is that? What sort of statement coming from people? It is very derogatory
and provocative.
It is. Did she describe Akpabio's head? Did she describe his body? Whatever she has said that's going on in the Senate were issues. If she's lying, say she's lying. If there are explanations, say there are explanations. Why are you now raising the Pancake and all that, trying to reduce her because she's a woman? She should fight it out. Thank God she has sued. And they are a disgrace, making this a news in our political space with all the problem in our country. Shame on them. Shame on Akpabio.
Why Akpabio now? Is it not Akpabio and somebody else that's involved? Why are you naming Akpabio and leaving the Natasha?
This Senate has to be the worst. If there's something that they have done that have bettered the life of Nigeria, please, you can help me. Maybe I don't know. What has been coming out of that Senate house?
Breathe now. Let the poor breathe.
Oh yeah, we are breathing. What has been coming out from that house is that you are sharing money. What next is that Akpabio talks to somebody anyhow. That is what has been coming out from there. Nothing concrete, nothing useful for the people. Is this the people that will lead our nation to greatness? So she should sue. I support her to sue, but I'm ashamed of these people. And this is the news seat, fighting about seat. I'm a primary school student, they fight our seat. That's what's going on. When we fight about seat in primary school, stand up for my seat too. Give my seat. That's what it's going on. It's a shame. A big shame.
You don't kill me. All right, would you like to quickly speak on what's the drama between the federal government and El Rufai and Nuhu Ribadu, if you'd like to quickly?
I will pick the statement that Nuhu Ribadu said when he said he's too busy to respond to whatever.
Because there's a lot of security issues to handle.
For me, I don't see that it's busy. Because
you don't believe?
What are the security?
But your name is not Thomas now.
Well, even in Lagos, there's no security. I want to imagine what a woman paid ransom in Anambra. They still killed her. People are dying anyhow for no reason. Those like chickens. And it's
his responsibility as a national security.
To advise correctly. So it's busy. I don't see him busy, but it's an in-house fight. Nobody should pity for El Rufai or care about El Rufai because they have been there They have done that. It was governor of Kaduna when people in southern Kaduna were dying like chickens. Was it not there?
And he was also the one that said that he would continue to bring in to give more
Muslim.
powers to Muslims.
Yes,
and that no Christian would ever take top position in
talks anyhow.
That they will even take it to the national level.
Yes,
and that's why he supported the Muslim ticket.
Emergency activism and all. So it's the same time. Nigeria should not pay attention to them and should not allow him to distract us. What he's doing is to roughen the feathers towards 2027. That's exactly what he's doing. And we don't care. We don't care about any of them because they're not doing anything for the people. And it's pain that they didn't give him minister.
He's pain. That's what Ononoga said.
So you believe that he's pain? You think he will be talking? Where is Daniel Bauer now? As they're giving position, what has he said? Daniel Bauer was the person that said if you give Tinubu 20 years, he will not be able to do anything. Do you know what he said to that response? He said he said all those things because he was in opposition. He was not even ashamed to say it. That means you didn't even mean it. You were just saying it because you're in opposition. You don't know what you are saying. That means your brain works for those that pay you. Your brain is on higher.
Ew.
He even said you have to have lost your brain to join APC. He said
yes. They say your brain starts working but stops working when you join APC.
Yeah, these are people that are now, So, Rufai drama, Ribadu drama, of no usefulness to the nation. There's no usefulness to our growth. They are all the same thing, tussling towards 2027. Nigerians should go and focus on themselves, organize themselves so that they can take power for themselves, not through any of all these people.
All right, Lagos, Nigeria phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations we've raised tonight. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. That is 0700 903 903 903. You can call the WhatsApp line on 0817 175 6338. 0817 175 6338. We have an alternative number you can also call is 0803 692 9933. 0803 692 9933. Phone lines are open. Hello, good evening, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome.
Hello.
Sir?
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome.
Hello, is that VOP?
Yes, it's VOP. I can hear you and I'm answering you. Welcome.
Okay, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome.
I'm very sorry. I started listening to the program.
Okay.
I didn't listen, but I had a visitor, so I started listening very late.
Okay.
I want to speak on Erufai.
Okay.
Like, yes, there is saying. It takes only an insane Nigerian to listen to people like Erufai.
It takes only a who?
An
insane. That is person why I not correct. On national radio.
We don't get brain.
Oh.
Where they colo. Are you hearing me?
I dey hear you. I get to drink water, watch that thing while I talk come out.
That are the only people that can listen to people like Erufai, Dade Buala, and the Reno Omokri, and the Lai, and the this former education minister. What's his name?
I no go help you remember. I no go help you, my brother. I cannot help you. It is not me they will take to court. I will not help you. Anyhow you call him, take her like that.
People are insane to listen to those such people. Do you understand? But I'm glad the few minutes I listened to your games there, I really enjoyed it.
All right, thank you.
I don't know the name because I just
His name is Comrade Ayo. His name is Ayo Yinka Oni.
Yoruba man?
Yes,
Can you like that?
Why do you talk like this now? Don't do that. No, don't do that.
Sorry for saying this. My name is Mr. Collins. I'm Collins from Shasha. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Hello. Good evening and welcome. Hello. Yes. Help me quench that voice on your radio. Reduce them.
Yeah, I'm going up.
No, you haven't done that. Please, we cannot be taking time to be begging you now. Thank you, sir.
Are you still hearing it?
Yes. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, ma'am. I greet everybody in the house.
We greet you too.
Yes, ma'am. Lawyer, I mean, barrister.
He's not though. He's just a good citizen of Nigeria.
Ma.
Sir?
Hello.
I didn't hear you.
I said the barrister in the house. everything.
He not be lawyer. You don't carry and go law school, come back, but it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. The power make people hear you, but the hawk will carry and go leave them. I like how they talk and so that people when they listen to radio must know say some Nigerians are still saying the truth. And I think that's what I want to say. The man has paid off. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Let me go read some messages from YouTube before I go back to the calls. Obed Oji says, yes, great analyst. This National Assembly is a shame. Natasha should stand her ground on that lawsuit. I hate disgracing women. He says they are the best creatures of God Almighty. Yay! The worst Senate so far. Why you do like this? Like the tutorials. Are you looking for our vote? Women, oh yeah, we'll give it to you. All right. DSTV multi-choice. What did you say now? I said DSTV multi-choice, Go TV. You mean like say them? Then they on that will make them just come up anytime to increase their tariffs anytime. Okay. While regulators here just come mom like clones. It's so annoying. And Obed, I see you. Thank you. I appreciate you. And then Darling Sinobo says, good evening, VOP. I don't know why you don't like raising messages from YouTube. Nigeria police will cock a gun on an harmless citizen that his tax pays the policeman's bill and equips him with the rifle that they are holding. But you cock a gun on the person. And Obed says, Precious, this analyst has just said the truth and nothing but the truth on why insecurity is thriving in Nigeria, and Nigerian government doesn't want it to end. That's what he said. All right, let's see. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, Precious, good evening.
Sir, you're welcome, sir.
Yes, I greet your. My name is Chike Zedin. It's calling from Ago.
You're welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Please let me greet your guest. I greet your guest. I want to talk about insecurity. Insecurity in Nigeria, most of the one that is in the northern side. All those people, brothers. That's why they are pampering them. Who will kill them? Who will arrest them? Tunji Bello is their brother. The other, their brother. That's why when they bring them in, they say they repented. They put them army or they train them. So you have nothing to do. It's their brothers. They are the people initiating them. They are the people pampering them. Come to Africa issue. Africa has turned themselves to cat. They say when you make yourself a rat, cat will do you. They have turned themselves to rat to the European. That's why the cats are eating them. So they will remain like this until that kingdom come. Unless God, by the grace of God, cats can make themselves rat.
God forbid,
to the Europeans.
God forbid. Thank you.
Europeans cat will continue to eat them.
No, God forbid. Hello, good evening. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Good evening, Auntie Precious.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm a first-time caller.
Wear my bell down. Colette. Congratulations, welcome. Go ahead.
Auntie Precious, God will bless you people in Voice of the People.
Amen. Thank
all
you.
your analysts. God will bless you. Including this one that is talking this night. God will bless. My name is Charles Ukando. I was forced to resign from Nigerian Army. In 2013, I'm an ex-soldier.
Why were you forced to resign? Or you resigned voluntarily?
Because I voluntarily under duress. I have my papers and everything. I was forced to resign because of the insecurity of Nigeria.
Oh.
I was in Sudan. I saw what Nigerian armies, our organs are playing, gambling with our lives. So if soldiers are dying in Boko Haram, dying anyhow, the problem is from our leaders, our organs in Nigeria. All of them are the cause of the problem in the insecurity of Nigeria. Our generals, they are involved, all of them. They shoot their children, they pack all of them, they give them officer, give them rank, uniform, everything. But Madam Precious, I'm not scared to this. What they are doing in Nigeria, the insecurity, Muslim things they are doing. Go to everywhere, you will never bring any peace in this country. It will never bring any peace in Nigeria. This is a pattern of leadership. I'm a soldier in Nigerian Army. I'm a public relations officer. I was forced to resign under the by Major General Abubakar. I'm not scared of any of them. But I'm still alive. I thank God. My regulars, many of them went to that Boko Haram mission. They have killed many of them. They killed them there. They are beheaded. You see, this insecurity in Nigeria is our Nigerian politics. Our Nigerian leaders, our military, they are all of them are fully involved in the insecurity of Nigeria.
All right, thank you.
So, God will bless us.
Thank
God
you.
will help
Thank you
us one
so
day.
much. I appreciate you. Amen.
Good evening.
All right. Hello. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Oh, this is Comrade Yoroko from Ejigu. I don't know if you are hearing
I
me.
can hear you. I'm hearing you, Comrade Iroko. Welcome, sir.
Well done, ma. Well done the work, you.
Thank you.
Well
Fire
done,
down.
God bless you.
Go ahead. Amen.
I greet the that's my uncle in the studio.
I greet you, sir.
Mr. Ayoni.
Thank you.
Ayoni Tonile Walagbaro Long.
That's sure.
God will bless him.
Amen.
I'm not supposed to talk again this night. But because what I'm supposed to say, he has said it all. But I just want to say something to Nigerians. That it will not be better for Nigerian masses to be shouting on radio without an action. This man has tried. You remember that you asked him that all these things you are saying, they will come and arrest you. He said yes. I even thought he is a commissioner or he is a lawyer or he's a bona fide Nigerian like me. And he's saying all this. Definitely, there is still truth in Yoruba land. But we have said it all, that all the old ones can never be truthful to the masses. It is only the young ones in Yorubas that can really try with what I'm hearing from this man now. But now, the Nigerians are supposed to wake up because we cannot allow to be dying like fowl every day. Every day we hear everybody are dying, they are dying, they are dying. Why? Why? Who knows the next person? But that is why I said it will never be better for us to be shouting on radio without an action. We need to do one thing before we die finish you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
God bless
you.
you.
Thank you. God bless you too, sir. All right. Hello. Good evening and welcome. Hello. Are you there? Good evening. Okay. Hello. Good evening and welcome.
Hello?
Yes, welcome, sir. Oh, welcome, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Good evening. Welcome. Just go ahead. Your name, where you're calling from, go straight to the point.
Good evening, Precious.
Thank you. Your name is what?
Calling from Ale.
All right, go ahead.
I greet your guest.
I greet you.
I just want to say that Erifai is just there talking. Erifai is one of them to confusion between the masses and the present government. He's one of them. He has shed a lot of blood. He's not supposed to come out in television and start talking about everything he was saying yesterday. I was just looking at him at Rise TV. He's saying rubbish, shaking. Even nervousness was all over. I beg. Let these people, don't let people mad. People, they're mad now. And again, that's president. Why is he making women? I think his wife. Well, somebody can come out in a national TV and a lady, a woman for that matter. Good night, sir.
Thank
Good
you.
night, ma'am.
Good night. Thank you. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Good evening.
Yes, you're welcome.
Mr. Precious,
Sir?
good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I greet your guests there. This is a big thing for him.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Vincent.
There is one question I just want to ask.
Mm.
A man is the president. A man is vice president. And also a man is the senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Where are the position of the women? Does it mean that a woman can never in the entire history of this nation be a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? That is my question. In a family, there is a man and there is a woman heading to give a very good future to the children. Whereas all of us came from a family that is being embedded with a man and a woman, and we give a very sound maturity to the children that make the future leaders. Women are teachers, women are headies, women are so on and so forth that encourages the maturity of the students in this nation. Why is it that a woman cannot be a senator? Secondly, I just want to say something again concerning our Senate president. The same of our Senate president is having a nagging situation with a former NDDC women somewhere. The case is still there, which we have known and seen the allegation. The same of our Senate president is saying that let us go and protest while he is at home, relax and eat food. You can imagine the same our Senate president is saying, let the poor breathe. And now some poor cannot breathe. They are suffocating, they are dying. Our Senate president, you can imagine. But I do recall that he was a former teacher. I do recall that man was a former teacher.
Thank you.
The excellency of our nation.
Thank you.
He's telling us, he's talking to us anyhow he likes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So in fact, we are waiting for him. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening, sister.
Hello, Kabako. How are you doing now?
May God bless you and bless your guests.
Amen.
With my heart.
Amen.
First of all, you played something that you interviewed one man. He said that our law must be open. So what I want to say is that naira money and Samlari, they must face the law of torturing and beating Mohbad that died July 2 years ago. Number one, our naira is getting value because of we are selling crude oil in naira. I want to ask President, what are we producing? All the old factories in Nigeria that are supposed to produce for us to export, churches are not buying them. Even the ones that are existing, they are floating like a person who was sinking in Bermuda Triangle. Are you hearing me? So they cannot come and be lying because it was only 500 a day removed from Gary from 2005 to 2014. I found more from 12 pieces, I buy 15 pieces. Does it mean say naira is getting value? Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Now, concerning the issue of soldier, telling villagers not to listen to Tejibelo. Are you there?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Sharp. You didn't get the
villagers. I want the villagers to make it they don't listen to army because the village where they're supposed to use to help them is in the southeast, talking mainly and they harassing people. So they should not listen to that army. They should protect themselves. Now, concerning the police service commission, I agree them. They are trying. But our police, are they doing what other people are doing that they are copying? Nigeria Constitution stated as amended explicitly said that it is the section 35 bracket 4 of 1998 Constitution. After the arrestment, some section 1 bracket C. Latest is 48 hours. You can text somebody to talk. So I condemn torturing and the slapping of a person that they arrested.
Thank you.
Anything that they are doing, they're supposed to know, say, we never forget answer.
All right. Thank you
very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Natasha. How are you?
I am very well, Juval. Welcome. Go ahead.
Let me greet Comrade Iron. Is he the one there?
I greet you.
There is the one.
I've missed him. He should be coming regular. Comrade Iron, good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, sir. Thank you.
It's fine time I'm becoming more. You know your presence with today is sweeter.
Thank you.
So I'm using my time like this. Precious, please allow me. Please. I am counting this thing by myself from here.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So I know.
So just cut yourself once you know it's 2 minutes.
No problem. Comrade Iron, more coming, please.
No
Precious.
Sir?
That law that they passed in Enugu State regarding all these agents and landlord whatever thing that you read, right? Such law can never pass in Lagos.
Why?
Do you know why?
Why?
Majority of those people in that House of Assembly who are fighting and instead of doing what they are supposed to do, they are landlords. So they enjoy all of these things. So they can never allow it to anything that will benefit Lagosians or Lagosians, they will never allow it to fly. Instead, they want their pocket bigger. Just tell me, what is the usefulness of suspending a speaker and installing another one? And you're now telling us that the governor and the speaker are from the same part of the Lagos State. I want to install another person tomorrow. That makes that house not to be democratic.
Not all.
If those who are in that house have decided that we want this person to lead us, why should somebody from outside come and be mediating? Obviously, it is no longer democratic. That's why they can never pass any law that will favor the masses. Instead, we will continue to see house rent going up. Are they doing anything for us? The answer is no. No. It is a shame, Precious. I've spent my 2 minutes. Good night.
2 minutes, 3 seconds, actually. 5 seconds now. Now it's 6 seconds. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Brett.
You're welcome. Thank you. Go ahead. Go ahead. If you can hear me, just go ahead.
What I want to say is that Akpabio, that has been my place. He doesn't know how to talk. He creates jokes with he's not a serious man. So even if he doesn't control his mind, he will not reason his own stuff. He will just be man and say, okay, but don't mind hearing how the other person is. So that is his nature. Then secondly, this house they have done, they will not agree. Because some of them, whatever they are going to do, they will not agree to. They will delay for them. And education, the same in that there are students that will talk on the during 2 hours. Like your birthday, they're supposed to go to the family. You take a child in the supermarket. Go home, take that chance to wait what is the problem. Nigeria is very difficult to survive. That's my say. Good night.
All right. Thank you so much. Good night, too. Hello. Good evening and welcome. Yes. Good evening, sir. Welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Precious. Good
sir,
evening. My
welcome.
name is
Inos.
Yeah.
You're welcome,
Please,
sir.
Yeah. Please to talk about Refinery.
Your network no want me to talk about Refinery.
Your network
says that you cannot talk about Refinery. Eh? You have to look for something else to talk about. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome.
I thank you guys. Well done, sir.
You're welcome.
You see, I'm Pastor Joseph from Refinery.
You're welcome. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. Coming to Akpabio, I just look at that man as somebody who doesn't have the manner of action. The way he talks. You could remember during the time the nation wanted to go on what do you call it? When they want to go for protest, he made a statement that you go. Why do we keep on taking their seat? That is one. There was a time again he made another statement, which is very, very bad. Coming to this woman now that he was abusing, I even advised.
You remember there's this case of this place is not nightclub statement, you know, that people of source. Yes.
So many.
So, if both educated and non-educated women should rally and go to his lodge and block him when he's coming back from office, they block him. They will not have the access to enter into his house. Then they will carry placard and make him to understand that he should learn how to talk. That is not what they send him there for. So he's behaving anyhow. I remembered when he was ordinary senator, how he was challenging Saraki, or the other man, I think, what the Senate president is because of this position of speaking again. Now, why is he taking it so high like that? To the extent of start discriminating. And secondly, most people who have in the law, both how the lawmakers, both high and low, majority of them not qualified to be here. This is one thing. Majority of them supposed not to be here. They just find themselves either because uncle or the godfather just bought the ticket and make their way there. If really they were voted in and they are educated, they wouldn't have been behaving the way they are behaving. They are not there for the masses, but they are there for their pockets. Thank you, and God bless all of you, sir.
All right, amen. All right, let me go visit my messages now because I have tons of messages. Oh my goodness, where do I begin? Yes, so His Royal Highness Bisimuko says people should try and remain alive by every possible means. The dead can never defend him or herself. The case of Mohbad is not fairly investigated, and nobody can actually say what happened except the dead. May he so rest in peace. That's what you said. TV network hike, their subscription isn't necessary at this point. All the current economic crisis in the country, it's just on the wrong side. How about now? We are already undergoing certain challenges, yet they still want to add extra insult to our injury. Anyways, I have been advocating that those subscriptions should be paid as you go, like recharge cards, instead of expiring after a month, even whether you watch it or not. He said a lot. Comrade Abraham sent in that. And Taiwo from Otta says, Senator Natasha Akpoti, the fearless woman, has done what no one has done in the history of Nigeria's Senate. Secondly, how do you think corruption can disappear to the thin air when the DPO sends his voice to the streets to extort poor Nigerians? I'm sorry for this country. That's what you said, not me. I commend your guest for his insightful contributions. His objectiveness and objective analysis and direct approach to addressing issues are truly refreshing. This is in stark contrast. Oh, please. Aberdeen. Aberdeen. I'm not going to make that comparison at all. Mex from Isolo says, precious and a wonderful guest. The Nigerian police is fantastically a criminal organization. Stop it. How can you say that? A government organization that brazenly extorts an NYC member in broad daylight with the aid of POS agents simply because the core member had an iPhone with him. Nigerian police disgust me. That's what you said. Jonathan from Jonathan Oba says, good evening, precious and guests in the studio. Uluago is Igbo name. Shortened. Okay, that is Oluchukwago. Okay, is that Oluago, not Uluago? I said, what's going on here? Okay. All right. This is Hilary from Ajawa State says, why is the Abia State government arresting parents if their children are not in school? Do they expect parents to always know their children's exact whereabouts? If a child leaves home for school but doesn't attend class, shouldn't that be the child's responsibility rather than the parents? Some interesting laws have been coming up from Southeast now, like the brown pants issue. Sorry, you understand? You understand? You understand? So we're working. We're
working,
pushing laws. Okay, Doctor. Okay, so His Excellency Abia State Governor Raidon, sir. How can your analyst say that Osun State local government election is invalid? I hope he's not taking sides. For Lagos State House of Assembly saga, things has fallen apart and the center can no longer hold. We're watching and waiting. Churchill from Ikorodu sent in that message. Okay. Then Emmanuel from Ijesha says, VOP, the analysts and pressures, the issue of house rent is now something else in Lagos. As I am sending this message, our landlord just increased our house rent from 300,000 to 450,000 naira. Wait, I thought there was a particular percentage that you must go by law, like not beyond 20% after 2 years. I thought that's
an existing law, but
that's what I'm saying. I thought that's supposed to be existing, like you don't do beyond 20% after 2 years. So that means if my rent is 1 million naira now, for me to pay 1.2 million, it will be after my second. That is, I have paid this first one, renewed, is in the second payment that you now. Some people say it's after the second renewal that you even do that.
You even have to first inform the
tenant. Yes, you inform ahead.
I want to increase.
You inform.
For another, I cannot manage your own. But
and it shouldn't be more than 20%.
Yes, they don't.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, moving on. I don't know, but the lawyers in the house, you tell us, and maybe I'd get on Friday. Would have Barrister Adams. I'm sure he'll give us a perspective to that.
Great.
He said, okay, he said for a self-contained household from 300 to 350. And please, where are we going in this country? APC government has done us bad. The interest of the people is not part of the agenda. May God save you. May God save you. That's what you said. CY says corruption. Why? We said, precious, we as people are not united. Thus remains very weak. A weak and divided country will always be exploited. Secondly, we are unable to protect what we have. The foreigners know our weaknesses, corruption. So they capitalize on them to deal with us. Good evening, precious. Nigeria doesn't have a visionary leader. Leo from Lagos sent in that. And Ulisa from Agboju says, look at what is going on in the Senate. Tomorrow, they would say Nigerians are demarketing the country, as if the world isn't currently seeing all this drama going on. And then Joel from Alaba International says, Wonderful analyst and intricately interwoven with huge amount of humor. Thank you, my brother, for breaking down the issues the way it ought to be and the way we can understand. I appreciate you. Good evening, Precious, and to our guest, Solomon Asika from Mushi says, tell me why insecurity will not flourish in Nigeria when the Nigerian government recycling insecurity. How do they recycle insecurity? Whereby the government apprehends culprits like Boko Haram, bandits, and give them amnesty. Label them repented. Oh, I'm out safe. Don't they pay me for the message, Jerry? Make I go rest. Okay. Chidi from Ocean says, Precious, I hope you know your show is the hottest evening show in town. I do know that. That your guest is a great man. Yes, he is. Thank you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Tochuku Adiele Thompson from Obanikoro says, El Rufai recently said while in office, he was able to garner support for the emergence of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he wasn't ordinary, but represented the late Ahmadu Bello that died many years ago. We now ask, while he was governor of Kaduna for 8 years, could the late Ahmadu Bello have woken up in him and wreaked havoc in southern Kaduna? Oh, I don't like reading people's messages. Why people do like this now? Okay. And where from K2 says, the truth about present politicians is the way they are coming to form good people to Nigerians, but to steal as many as they can. Nigerians say like Nigerians at their ATM. But some people say they've not taken money before. Erufai said he has never taken any money that was a word he used.
That what?
There was a term he used that any money that is not
his own.
No, not his own. He didn't use his own. Any money that is not supposed to go. There's a language he used. I go remember him because he didn't say his own.
Very politician political.
Oh, please. Peter from Ejigbo says Tinubu has never lied. He's just doing what he promised, continuing from where Buhari stopped.
Yes.
Maybe now I just expect too much. Please let this our Oga continue to inspire us every Tuesday. Thank you. And then happy birthday to who now? Oh, that I missed that. And this here says this our Ladipo market is the fire. Oh yeah, that fire. The fire warehouse.
It's becoming regular.
He said, on the fire warehouse. My family VOP help us out to tell government what we're going through here. God help us. Oh, Pachilo from Ladipo. That fire incident was very unassuming. Very unassuming. At this critical time, how are people going to cope? I'm so sorry. Good evening, Precious. Your guest and his analysis are top notch and the very truth. May God bless him. Marcel sent in that message. Okay, this is good. I think that's not for me. Okay, this here says, good evening, Precious. This is not Barrister Darlington. I worked with Akpabio when he was a commissioner in our state, Akwa Ibom State. I want to announce to you that he is a king of, He's the king of in here. In here.
Oh, shit.
That's in here.
We know.
Hence, his constant friction with women.
Yeah.
Akpabio is driven by his
Akpa.
Make I go take call because not be my mouth go take that. Call us,
Call it.
Phone lines are still open 0700 903 903 903 0817 175 6338. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. Yes, you're welcome. No, help me turn up the volume of your radio set. Turn it up totally, please. I think I lost you already. Hello, good evening and welcome. You like medicine, the warrior out here. Turn it off, please. Oh dear. When you call, please ensure you turn up the volume of your radio set. Please. It's just that simple. Politicians no good. You too, try and be good now. Just small instruction. Take it now. It's not fair. You have that hold back and the conversation is distorted. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. Hello. All right. Okay. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Precious.
Sir?
Good evening, Precious.
Sir, I can hear
My name
you.
is Obi.
Go ahead.
My name is Obi. I'm calling from it.
Oh, Obi, welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. You people have tried a lot on the whole media. People that you people are bringing talk in the radio house. Everybody have tried a lot. But what I'm just observing is that Nigeria can never better than. men looking at the people that so-called leaders in Nigeria, they can't do anything better than the corruption is much. The corruption is much. They can't better than.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'll go back to YouTube where I still have quite a couple of reactions. Kester Oji, I see you. Nemele Steven says, good evening, Precious and Boss in the house. Nosiro Aino says, good evening from here. Kena Ezike says, DSTV and multi-choice being foreign is not the issue. Cost is going up. We could pick up good channels with antenna pool back in the day. Government should force some channels to be over the air. UHF. As NBC told you that they don't give VHF free to air again. Chilled power. Nigerian police will tell you, I will buy you, and nothing will happen. Wow. They dealt with my cousin. Fear demo. Olokwa. That's what you said, though. Not me. Tosin says, Obasa is from Ogun State. Ijebu, not Osun. No, he never said Osun. He said somebody else was from Osun. Obed then says, the analyst has just said the truth. Yeah, I think I took that message. I'll go down again. Emmanuel Ago says, my own landlord increased my own rent from 250k to 500k. Now double now. All your blessings, that double. Last year October, what should I do? This is Ima from Ijego. Ima Namidi acts like this. Mark James says, I think you were referring to somebody who sent a message. Lawson said, Erofai's body language shows he has more to say, especially who won the 2023 presidential election. But it be like say just the whole body. Well, lie to lie. Aloy Onoha says, pray, I beg, step down, I beg, I'm tired. Lindsay Con says, blessed Akban, you are awesome human being. Okay, let me just take a few more calls and I get back to those conversations. Hello, good evening. Hello. Oh dear, is this call drop? So wait, this same call drop, is this not what we pay for? In an ideal place, all these call drops, are we not supposed to, get compensations
for you?
Okay, this is not ideal enough. Hello, good evening and welcome. Oh dear, please help me turn up the volume of your radio set. Please. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, welcome.
Hello?
I can hear you. Welcome.
Hello?
Welcome. Go ahead. Hello? Oh. Network. This is not good. All right. Hello, good evening. Hello? Yes. Good evening and welcome.
Hello, Bishop. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Welcome. Is that not my fine sister with fine voice?
My name is Nneka. I'm calling from Osun.
You're welcome, Nneka. Go ahead. You say what?
I said, I agree with gentleman there.
I greet you.
Okay, he greets you. So go ahead.
Okay, dear. I'm talking about the house rent. My landlord increased my house rent from 180 to 400,000.
180 to 400.
Can you imagine?
A rooster corn at Adekoya Street. He's the chairman of this local government area.
The chairman.
180,000 to 400,000. Have the papers.
Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you. What?
That's what that caller said. That most of them are landlords. Is the chairman of that place.
He's the chairman of the local
government.
government. So there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Oh, there is. Yeah, people have to.
And not be who get money, who don't chop the go-karts. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome.
Good evening, can you hear me?
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay. This is from the gym.
Go ahead.
This is from the gym.
You're welcome.
What I'm trying to say is this. Nigeria cannot be better than the kind of crop of leader we are having. Look at the president, the kind of baggage he's having. What corruption can he fight? Look at Abia. Is there any corruption they can fight? People cannot go. Nigeria cannot be on go beyond Egypt. They have nothing to present, nothing to do. They are just there for their own interest, making their money, making mockery of Nigeria. So until when Nigeria rise up, they're speaking English every day, they speak by their country. That's only when we know that they are in for it. But for now, We always keep on lamenting and lamenting why things keep on going on. Because look at the people that are there, they have nothing to give to Nigeria. They are there for themselves. They are all corrupt leaders. And we cannot go beyond corruption. No new idea. Nothing is working. So I agree. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you believe that nothing is working? No new ideas?
The hair we are breathing, at least.
The heads are not driven.
They cannot, they don't have the technology to tax the hair yet. So that one is working. Every other thing, what is working? You know.
Are you serious?
What is working? What is working? Everybody's just surviving. That's not how to live. So how many times have any Nigerian gone to go for vacation? Maybe go for vacation. People just go to their village in December and they go.
Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome.
Good evening, Madam Precious.
Sir, Boyesin.
And good evening to your guest.
Boyesin, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, Boyesin calling from Afro Media.
You're welcome, Boyesin. Go ahead.
I beg, I salute your guest.
We salute you too.
He has said that bitter truth.
Mm.
Because the so-called National Assembly we have, honestly, I don't get it at all. Under the supervision of this so-called Akpabio, I don't understand that man with his way, the total behavior. I think it's a rad. How can a senator be behaving this way? I don't get it, honestly. And even as they are there, they are not even doing anything. Just like your guest said, they don't care about the masses. They are after their pockets. Honestly, I don't understand. This is the worst Senate I've seen since my lifetime. The worst, and the worst I've seen. And the man said it when he came in. He said everything that every bill that the president passes, presents, he will just pass it. You can imagine that. Very, very flippant. I don't understand that man. Nigerians should do something. We can't just sit down and watch these people just misbehave and misbehave. It's getting too much.
Oh.
Precious, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Oh dear, I lost you. I'm also unable to take this WhatsApp call, trying to get it on. All right. So a few more messages here. This says, my landlord increased my rent from 450k to 800k. This is my third year. And then Precious, good evening. Once again, I think El Rufai has a lot to say concerning President Tinubu, but we are yet to know, but time will tell. But please, and pick up my call, Peter. Okay, Peter. Peter, I don't cherry pick people like pick their calls now. I just pick randomly. Precious, is it right for LASMA to see 30 trucks inside Dangote factory as they came to pick the PM? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Now these people are threatening that they will go on strike. And that, see, inside this fuel costness. No, say fair costness because now cost the cost. We can't get and scarce again. Like, it be like say they just won't act to our pain. Good evening, Precious, and the guests in the studio. The house rent increase has become something annoying. Do you know that our rent in Nsukka, Enugu, increased from 180 to 350 in less than 4 years? From 180 to 250, then to 350. Each year, the landlord adds 100k. Hey! Just to know, maybe people they carry house, they work out for head like this. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Chooks.
Chooks, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Please, I'm the first caller.
Oh, congratulations to you and welcome. Thank you.
Please, what I want to ask is this. This our country, the biggest country by all my...
The volume of your radio set is high. Do you like that hallback? The way it's distorting what you're saying?
Let me
Oh, dear. Unfortunately, we can't spend all the time waiting for you to reduce that now. It's not fair. It's very unfair on us. Good evening, Precious. And politicians should learn to respect women. On multi-choice, it's wrong to allow this hike. Melvin from Ikeja. But again, how about cost of doing the business? Well done, Precious. RFI denied not to be Tinubu's friend, but he was representing him in presidential debate in London.
It was part of the
I didn't want to change. I read that. Sent in that. Good evening, Madam Precious and Sahayo. Mary from Ilasa, you have said it all, sir. Any country that insecurity lasted more than a day, know that the government and some head of security are involved. As far as Senate President, that talks anyhow. He should be ashamed of himself for fighting against what he did to the former president. That is to former Senate President Bukola Saraki. Chief Udo says, good evening. Akpabio finds it difficult to comfortably work with beautiful ladies, and I don't know why. From his days in NDDC to Mrs. Kingibe and Natasha, these are the ones we know anyway. Because it be like, say, if he did someone, I no go now, eh? Okay, all right. You had quite a lot to say. You mentioned IBB's book. Unfortunately, that's not in our conversation this evening. Good evening. Please, this law, Loma increase, Loma also increased B from 1,500. It's too much. Oh, I beg your passing short. My mental health is becoming affected. I'm tired. You're passing short in all of this.
We are going to take back this country, and we shouldn't give up. Some of us are ready to fight as long as we can. The reason is because if you stop fighting, you are going to continue to lose more. And if you keep fighting, you either win or at least gain something. Because if we leave these people, they will snuff us out beyond all this. So Nigeria shouldn't give up. I've given an example. There have been countries in worse situations than us in the 80s, in the 50s. In the 80s, Nigeria was way better than the UAE and Dubai. Go and check them today. It's not magic. It's visionary leadership and people setting out and supporting those leaders.
And Nigeria is more blessed in terms of resources than Dubai.
Way
they have
more
only
blessed.
oil.
We even have the best weather in the world.
Their weather, people with the say automatic that
Yes.
they manufacture it.
Yes.
Because rain they beg and to fall.
So we have
know,
everything. We just have to get these guys out of there and get better people there, and we'll get it right.
All right.
Keep
so we
pushing.
should keep pushing, right?
We should keep. Don't give up. Giving up is not an option.
And talking is part of the pushing.
It's part. It's part. You must talk. You must protest. You must come out. You must join election. Anything political, get yourself and stand with the truth. It's the truth that will set us free in this country. Not lies. The real truth. Say it anywhere with confidence. And let the liars, let them be ashamed. That's the way.
All right, Lagos, Nigeria, that's the size of our package. Thank you so much, everyone who's been part of this show. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for being part of it. You heard what Comrade I already said. You don't finish talk now, Lubato. My name is Precious Inyi. In all of this and while we're fighting for our country, remember to protect your mental health. I love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Comrade Ayoyinka, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you. My name is Precious Inyi. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Have yourself an amazing evening. Good night and God bless.